January 25th, 2012. It was the day I got my second life, got out of prison. Prison was like dying. It really was like dying. It was like dying and going to purgatory and getting a TV that's connected to the outside world. So you get to see everything that's going on, but you have no say-so in whatever happens, no matter what. All you can do is watch.
The men in our program are statistically the most at risk within our communities. And the largest program, the largest organization serving them currently is the prison system. And that's why we exist.
People tend to think that there are two things that you can be in life after you receive a felony. You can be a career criminal and embrace the lifestyle, or you can be someone who works a dead-end job.
We focus on the mental, spiritual, and physical roadblocks that our students face in their personal life. If he has a lot of emotional baggage, he's most likely not going to be able to sustain employment. So we provide that small group of community for them to come in and talk about their issues and work through some of those physical roadblocks, because it's those things that actually is one of the main reasons that prevents our guys from getting jobs.
My biggest roadblock was accepting the situation. Once I got over accepting that happened, because that's the all-time low, you can only go up, right? If you try.
We equip our students to become leaders in the workplace, within their communities, and in their families. And we kind of do that through job training, biblical manhood training, job coaching, internships. We provide every one of our students with internships. They do financial literacy training, they do typing, they do computer literacy, so they're learning how to use Microsoft Office for the first time for a lot of them. The reality is our guys can do all of it, anything. I really truly believe our guys can do anything. They just don't have the knowledge to know how to do it.
I definitely thought working was okay, I'm gonna have to clock in and clock out, but now I know that it's not that. I know that I have more control in my life. Jobs for Life definitely helped me see that. I mean, in the start, it's definitely education.
Some come into our program because they want jobs. They come into our program because they want to make their families proud. They come in just because they want to accomplish something. Some of our guys just want to finish something. They've never completed anything. And we want all of those things for our guys, but we want more.
Since I completed Jobs for Life, my expectations have definitely rose to a higher standard. Less than 9 months ago, I got out of prison. Now I'm in school at Forest Park Community College with a pretty good GPA. I have a car, I have a job, and I moved out my mom's house. At this point, I'm mentoring 5 guys, and I'm making sure that they do well in their academic life so that they can go on to the next stage.
We want our guys to become leaders. We want them to be good fathers. We want them to move up to become management positions. We want them to be active in their community. We want them to be a part of the change that's happening in their community and not products of it. Success means that they don't need us anymore, and that they leave feeling empowered, knowing that they can make it without us.
Through the Jobs for Life program, I've gotten to see a lot of guys who wish they could go back to when they were our kids' age and they could make different decisions. They wish they had that chance again. So I hope that we're able to give our kids the chance to make a different choice. At Mission St. Louis, we serve 3rd through 8th grade students. In my first year or so working here, I used to drive home and I would notice a bunch of kids I saw at Adams in our morning reading program were outside their apartment or their house every day after school. I would see them all day every summer. They had nothing to do, nowhere to go. We knew we had to create a place that was really engaging for kids, where they would want to come, and we wanted to expose them to a variety of enrichment experiences, but we also wanted to create a really strong academic component to our camp and to any of our programs. So I met with teachers and reading specialists and consultants all over the country to develop a really strong program. Students started the summer camp by taking an initial reading assessment that told them their reading grade level. The results were pretty poor, so a lot of them were at least 1 year behind their reading level. One student that sort of sticks out to me when I think of the literacy program is Davion. Davion really wanted to read Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Diary of a Wimpy Kid is a 5th grade book, and although Davion's going into 5th grade, he really wasn't ready for a book at that level.
At the beginning of the summer, I wanted to read Die Wimpy Kid, but she didn't let me because it wasn't in my level. So I begged her to read it, and she said if I pass the quiz on it, and I get to read the rest of them.
And once we saw improvement on his quizzes at those levels, I slowly let him start reading 4th grade books. And then Davion finally worked up to a 5th grade book.
I passed my quiz and I got to read Die Wimpy Kid.
And when he passed his Diary of a Wimpy Kid quiz, he was so proud of himself. He felt so accomplished and confident.
It's important if you read because you're expressing yourself and you're reading. And if you don't read, you're not becoming a better reader.
We ended up seeing the kids grow in their reading comprehension a whole year by the end of a 9-week summer camp. And if we can help them connect that education is going to help them get to those dreams that they have, those things that they do like doing, I think that can just build motivation in them and they can change their expectations for themselves.
They're presenting these kids the opportunity to have something more outside of what they're used to and setting a new standard, a new expectation for those kids. We want to do the same thing at Jobs for Life.
In talking with our kids, we learn a lot about them, about their hopes for themselves, what their dreams are, and one student who's 13 told me that his goal is to live to 21, so we have much higher expectations for our kids. Not only do we want them living well past 21, but we want them living full lives as good men and women who are achieving their goals, who are seeing change in their neighborhood and making a real difference.
I reached a goal and I want to set more goals. I want to go to college and I'm going to try to pass all my grades and focus more.
We want them to know that there's other options. We want them to know that the bar is higher than what they've ever seen it at. We want our guys to do so much more, just like they want their kids to be so much more.
We feel that kids do tend to rise to the expectations we set for them, so we don't lower the bar for them. We don't settle for less than the best because we believe our kids can do that.